Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Scott Mentzer, Marcus Morgan on the call for our second game now in the afternoon. It was an early start for us this morning. I think I got here about 8:30. Marcus joined me a little bit later. And we got a 10 o'clock game off and going. It was a nice girls game. Went back and forth pretty much the whole game. Tigers pulling out a slim 36-34 victory in our broadcast opener. Jada Johnson led all scorers with 17, followed by Georgia Hanauer with 10. But it was a balanced attack by the Bluffton Lady Tigers, which pulled them to a 2-point victory. Their leading scorer was freshman Emmy Boots, followed by Grace Miller and Allison Powers, both with 6. So the Lady Tigers pick up win number 13 over the Lady Raiders. In Game 2, we'll have the Raiders taking on the Starfires of South Adams. Coach Ben Berman in his 4th year at Southern Wells. He's got an overall record of 23-57. Trent Lehman in his 1st year at South Adams. He is 3-7. He does have 7 years of head coaching experience. His overall record as a head coach is 79-64. Sagarin ratings, South Adams comes in with a rating of 50.88. They are 82nd in Class 2A. Southern Wells comes in with a rating of 44.22. They're 63rd in Class 1A. Last outings were the first round of the AC Conference Tournament. Raiders lost to Jay County 43-35. Starfires fell to Bluffton 47-40. Versus common foes, the Raiders are 0-3. Starfires 1-3. Strength of schedule. Raiders opponents have an overall record of 46-64. Starfires opponents 52-43 over the last 30 years. South Adams with a 21-17 edge. Last meeting was a Raiders 69-47 win on January 27th of last year. Sagarin prediction tonight for what it's worth. Starfires by 6, 53-47. Well, you ready for Game 2, Marcus?
I am ready for Game 2. I think I'm a little bit more awake this game. Got some lunch in me. I think I'm good to go.
You're feeling good, huh?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited for this game. This is a pretty interesting matchup to me. I think talent-wise, pretty well even, wouldn't you say, Scott?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, our only games to kind of compare these games, since we're kind of, quote, the Bluffton guys. So we apologize for that. We are here at the Bluffton Tiger Den, so you get the Bluffton crew. That's just the kind of way it shakes out. And it's also, we're the only guys available this morning. But yeah, if you go back to that Tigers game, I think that was kind of a breakout game for the Tigers against a very competitive Southern Wells squad. The Jordan Bauer kid is going to put it on the floor. He's got a good handle. And they've got some good kids inside as well. Cray Roush is going to bring in a little bit in the interior. Kane Moore has been a long-time varsity player. So they've got some talent. And I think this South Adams team, they showed us a little bit in the ACAC game that we did earlier this week. So we'll see. I mean, it's going to be an interesting matchup. I think it's going to be tight. And I think it's one of those games – we talked about this at 10 o'clock game. It's a funny game. It's this consolation game. It's kind of this throw-in game. And, the early starts. And I think it's the team who comes out fresher, more aggressive, wants to win a little bit harder, has the edge. And this is kind of sort of home court advantage maybe for the Raiders, kind of being in the county. So we'll see. I did get the starters for Southern Wells. Let me bring them to you briefly. It's going to be number 14, Jordan Bauer, number 30, Thomas Biddle, number 32, Colton Paxson, number 34, Kane Moore, and number 50, Cray Roush. will be the Southern Wells starters. I got the South Adams starters, but honestly, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
So the numbers I was given, I'm going to hold off on because
Okay.
none of the guys that were given to me started in the Bluffton game.
So, we'll have to
So
find
do you
out on
think
our own.
they'd throw a new total 5 guys out on the court as your starters?
Wow.
So here's what I was given. Brandon Newman, number 12. Number 20, David Musselman. Number 30, Andres Martinez. I'm not sure we saw Martinez on the floor. Number 50, Nick Miller. And number 55, Spencer Clark. So those were the starters. That's a completely different starting 5 than we had on Tuesday. And just looking back into my book, Tuesday it was Vasquez, Fike, Besser, Integron, and Arnold.
And Fike is the one that really stands out that's not in the starting lineup. I
Right,
would say.
and Lars Integron, a big guy. The Besser kid had a couple 3 balls. So James Arnold led their scoring with 12. So I'm just not sure I believe that that is their true starting 5. So we'll see what the PA announcer brings us. As Marcus is going to head his way over to the camera. So game 2 on this Saturday, as we're now moved our way into the afternoon. Raiders taking on the Starfires. Technically, the Starfires will be the home team. Raiders will be the away team.
And how do they do that? Do they do best record or?
No, they have a random draw, and it's just a matter of how they fall in the brackets. So the bottom team in the bracket is always the home team. So again, the starters for the Raiders: Jordan Bauer, Thomas Biddle, Colton Paxson, Kane Moore, and Cray Roush. Jordan Bauer is a senior. Biddle is a junior. Paxson is a junior. Kane Moore is a senior, and Roush is a sophomore. So here's the Starfires. Brandon Newman will start. David Musselman. So the first 2 are consistent. Andres Martinez, so it looks like the 5 I was given was correct. Nick Miller, number 50. And Spencer Clark. So those were the starters. So interesting, a totally new starting lineup versus the Bluffton game earlier in the tournament. So kind of interesting.
And I think for the Starfires, I think David Musselman is going to be a big key player with his energy defensively and him being disruptive and things he can do offensively. So he's going to be huge. But I think Southern Wells and length, I think they have the advantage on the boards here.
Jordan Bauer will handle. He'll go right side to Biddle. Biddle will hand off to Roush. Number 32 is Paxson. Number 34 is Kane Moore. Biddle goes outside. Bauer. Back to Biddle. Raiders being patient offensively here early. First offensive set of the ballgame. Down low to Paxson. Cross court to Biddle. Roush goes back outside to Bauer. This is Kane Moore. And almost a minute off the clock. An outside 3 is good. Number 32, Cole Paxson with the first points of the ball game, and the Raiders are up early here, 3-0. First possession for the Starfires. 6:43 to go on the clock. Martinez to Musselman. They drop it down low. That's Newman. Number 55 is Clark. Again, a brand new starting 5 versus who started against Bluffton. Musselman will back it out. Clark. Some of these guys saw a fair amount of minutes against Bluffton, but there's a couple of them that I'm not sure saw the floor. Baseline 2 is short, and Bauer comes away with the rebound, and he'll push. Trying to get it down to Paxson. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. State Raider basketball. A couple minutes into the ball game. Bauer will inbound. Roush with a good look, but too hard off the glass. Newman into the corner. Musselman drops it down low. That's Miller, and he's going to be fouled. He'll shoot some free throws. First free throws of the game. Paxson with the foul, his first. Nick Miller to the line, shooting 2. Miller will get one more. Back iron no good. Ball loose on the ground, and it's going to stay Starfire basketball. And Starfires throw it away. 5:41 to go here in the first. 3-0. Raiders on top. Biddle and Bauer go back and forth with it. 5:40 to go in the first. Kane Moore gets in the paint, goes outside. Biddle will launch a 3. Nice rebound by Roush. Working hard underneath. Dumps it off to Paxson, off the glass, and good. Good interior ball movement. Paxson's got 5. Give the dime to Roush. Back the other direction. Newman with the bucket.
Looked like on that play, Southern Wells failed to get back and pick up their men.
Biddle to Paxson. Roush goes outside the Biddle. 4:49 to go. Biddle got caught up in some traffic and turned it over. Musselman. He'll swing it around. Clark, he hit a couple threes against Bluffton.
Yep.
And we'll get a foul in the backcourt. Going to be the second South Adams, or the first South Adams foul. Nick Miller. Cody Fike checks in. So again, Fike was a starter against Bluffton, coming off the bench here tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. Roush. Cray put it on the ground, and ball got tied up. Was that a held ball call?
Not for sure there.
Yep, I think that was a held ball call. Bauer for 3, no.
Good inbound set there. Kind of a slow start for both teams in terms of getting the ball in a hole, the defense.
Moore knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay South Adams. Halfway through the first, 5-2. Paxson with all 5 Raider points. Caleb Pugh checks in. They get it into Fike. Nice little short hook by Cody Fike. 5-4. From the elbow, Biddle. Good.
Shot.
Thomas Biddle for 2. Try to go back to Fike. Jordan Bauer comes away with it, gets it off the glass. A little short. .3:15 to go in the first. And a takeaway by Southern Wells. It's going to go against Musselman.
South Adams is trying to get the ball into Fike there, but they're being a little sloppy.
And now some of the other guys who started against Bluffton step onto the floor. Biddle double teamed in the corner. And Coach Berman wants a timeout. Southern Wells timeout. We'll take a break. Be right back.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us, each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Coming out of the Raider timeout, 7-4 Raiders. Bauer gets inside. Oh, just couldn't get it to drop. And a quick outlet pass.
Yep.
Layup is missed. Pugh comes away with it. Paxson will lead the break. Top of the key. Lytle is short.
Might have got away with a walk there.
.42 is Arnold. They go down on the block to Intergrone, affectionately known as Lars. Victor Vasquez, and I think now we do have what started against Bluffton on the floor, and a nice block by Paxson. So on the floor now for South Adams is Vasquez, Besser, Arnold, Fike, and Intergrone. Fike gets it down to Intergrone, and he bodies his way up and drops it in. Lead's been trimmed to 1, 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go in the first. Long three by Biddle.
It's not a good possession there.
Arnold and Besser go back and forth with it. Vasquez dumps it down low again to Intergrone, and Raiders collapse on him defensively, but they're going to get called for a foul. Pugh will get the foul. It is Pugh's second, team's third. And good inbound play by South Adams. And we are on the seesaw, 8-7, 1:25 to go. Raiders down by a point. And a Fike foul coming up. Dylan Junk on the floor for Southern Wells. Fike's first, team's third. Paxson to the line. Knocks down the free throw. Colton's got 6. We're tied at 8. Kane Moore back in. One of 2 for Colton. Arnold will keep control of it inside the top circle. Vasquez looking to go inside. We'll keep it back outside up top to Arnold. Vasquez in the corner. Baseline jumper by Fikes, no good, and I think Integron's going to get called. His first, team's 4th. 40 seconds, see if the Raiders try to close out the quarter. More to Paxson. Lytle. Moore. And a Cray Roush, too. Vasquez fires a 3. And an offensive rebound and a Southern Raiders foul with 1.3 seconds to go is going to put Arnold on the line. Roush first, team's 4th. Arnold to the line. This one will rim out. Arnold with one more coming. And the second is good. At the end of the first quarter, your score reads Raiders 10, South Adams 9. With Raiders holding 1, we'll take a break. Be right back.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop is so much more than a hardware store. They have a newly expanded housewares department. They carry Melissa and Doug toys, Yankee candles, and Willow Tree collectibles. Think of Reed's Gift Shop year-round for baby gifts, birthday, anniversary, showers, and for those everyday items you need to pick up. Men, you can get your hardware supplies and a gift for the woman in your life all in one stop. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop, open 7 days a week on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. We appreciate your business.
10-9, we're in the second. South Adams opens up with the basketball.
Shot there.
And a Cody Fike bucket. He's got 6 coming off the bench in this game. We're back on the seesaw. 11-10. Raiders try to answer back. Roush against Integron, a little bit short on the jump hook. This is Besser. Looking for Integron in good hands by Roush. Knocks it away. Moore will push. Boy, Cray's got to be careful. He got that arm up. Sometimes when you do that, they'll call you on the charge. One minute gone here in the second. Bauer between the circles. This is Biddle. Thought about it, pulled it back.
Nice
Moore
pass.
dumps it down to Roush, and Roush in traffic will draw the foul and head to the line.
And what Adams Central is doing right now is they're telling Southern Wells the only way your guards is going to penetrate into our paint is without the ball. They're not allowing Bauer to bulldoze his way into the lane. This 2-3 zone, they're closing it off. And as you saw there, from number 50 to flash high, so he got the foul. And that's what you have to do in a 2-3. You have to make them rotate and keep rotating until you get the ball inside.
Cray makes both. He's got 4. Raiders back on top. This is Arnold from the corner. Got it. James Arnold. Arnold with 4. Starfires go back up by 2. Paxson from the elbow. Got it. Colton Paxson with a nice first half. 8s for Paxson. We're tied at 14. Good hustle by Paxson. Bauer got caught on the baseline. Somehow got it to Roush. It's going to stay Raiders basketball. Miller back in. Bauer will inbound. Yeah, he traveled. Got a little ahead of himself. 14-14 Raider turnover. 5:33 to go here in the second. Lytle in for Paxson. Arnold picks up his dribble, finds Besser on the right side. Back to Arnold. This is Vasquez. Back to Fike.
Nice job. Good ball movement there.
16-14, under 5 to go in the second. And out of bounds, it'll stay with the Raiders. Spencer Clark coming back in for Besser. Jordan Bauer will inbound.
Risky pass, but he gets it through there.
Kane Moore from the top of the key just rims out. Oh, Jordan almost had that. Starfires come away with it, 4:33 to go. Arnold gets in the paint, gets his own rebound, back up with it. Good effort by Arnold. Arnold now is 6. Outside 3 by Biddle. One and done for Southern Wells. Back to Fike. They'll double him up. They'll rotate out of it, and Arnold knocks down the three. Arnold's got 8 in the corner. (21-14). South Adams has opened up a 7-point spread. And we'll get an offensive foul. Lytle with his first, team's 5th. South Adams has 6. So the Raiders will be shooting the rest of the way after the next Starfire foul. Under 3:30 to go here in the second. And South Adams turns it over. On the floor for the Raiders, it's Paxson, Bauer, Moore, Roush, and Lytle. Paxson for 3, no. Arnold goes inside. Fike turn around from the elbow. Man, Cody Fike.
And stop. That's the exact shot that he would not shoot versus Bluffton. He was kind of hesitant to shoot that shot, but here today.
And why do you think, looking back on that Bluffton game, was he hesitant on that shot?
I'm not all that for sure. I think he kind of missed a couple early, then he kind of got in his own head and he wouldn't shoot that shot. And I kept saying, man, if he just, and when he would, it didn't look confident coming off. So I would say every time he look at the rim, man, if he just shoot that shot, he could be really dangerous. And I think this afternoon he's really shooting that shot, and he's definitely making Southern Wells pay, but not picking him up.
Lytle misses the front end. He'll fire up a 3 and knock it down. Yes, from Cameron Lytle. Timeout on the floor. We will take a break and be right back.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. 23-17. Cameron Lytle's 3 has cut the lead to 6. 2:28 to go in the second. Second timeout called by Coach Berman for Southern Wells. South Adams has not taken a timeout yet. It looks like the Raiders are going to put some pressure on in the backcourt. I'm guessing that's what Coach Berman wanted to set up in the timeout. Fike, foot on the line. A little bit long. 2:17 left. Bauer will push. Raiders down by 6. Oh, and Jordan is going to turn it over. Fike finds Arnold and 1. Well, it has been the Arnold and Fike show here in the second. Cray picks up his second, team 6th.
And we talked about at the beginning of the game, Scott, who's going to come out with the high intensity on defense and offense, and it looks like it's all Adams Central here.
Arnold converts the three-point play. Arnold has got 11 here in this quarter. good find to Paxson, a little bit short.
Nice he didn't get called for an over the back on that attempt to rebound his own shot.
Musselman coast to coast. 28-17, 1:40 to go. Lytle fires a three, no good. Clark answers with a three. Spencer Clark. And he showed in that Bluffton game he could knock that down. 31-17, 1:08 to go. Bauer for three, no. Last several possessions, the Raiders have offered up threes, and they've all been 1 and out.
Yep.
Fike gets loose, dishes it off. Newman misses. Raiders continue to run. Biddle with a spin move inside. Nice move by Biddle. Biddle's got two. Newman with the foul, his first, team's 8th. Biddle will shoot 2. Makes the first. Caleb Woodward checks in for Southern Wells. Second from Biddle is good. Paxson gets back nicely, but he is going to be called for the foul and then teed up. So with the technical, Colton's going to pick up number 2 and number 3. The technical is going to be shot by Fike. Fike has 10, 6 in the quarter. And the technical is missed. Now he will shoot his free throws. Or is there, you get 2 for a technical? I don't know.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 for the technical.
Oh,
Missed them both.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Okay, so now.
So he gets 2.
See, well, these must still be technicals because they're not on the lane. I'm confused.
Me too. And wow, 3 missed free throws. Wow.
Well, I'm assuming those were 2 technicals and then 2 for the foul, right?
Yeah.
But why weren't we on the lane for the other 2?
Because they get the ball back either way. Because they get the ball back either way.
Okay, all right.
So, yeah.
I guess I get that. That's interesting. I've never really seen that before.
I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, yeah, I would have lined back up. Better shoot the regular ones, so I guess they're a little smarter than what I am.
Well, Zarensky picks up a foul. That puts Fike back on the line, shooting 1 and 1, and he makes the first. And then makes the second. So we've seen 6 free throws in a span of about 10 seconds.
And 2 were made out of that 6?
3.
3 were made out of 6, so got half of them there.
Clark for 3. Nope. Bauer with the rebound. 10 seconds to go. 34-19. Woodward with 4 seconds. Got to get it off. Zorinsky got it. Nice shot at the buzzer. Jordan Zorinsky closes out the quarter. 34-21 is your halftime score. We'll take a break, thank a few sponsors, come back and give you some halftime stats.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us, each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. We are at halftime, 34-21, Starfires up by 13. It was a 1-point Raider lead at the end of the first quarter, but 25 points in the second by South Adams has pushed their lead up to 13. Here's your halftime scoring for South Adams. Brandon Newman with a bucket in the first. He's got 2. Musselman with a bucket in the second has 2. Spencer Clark has hit a 3-ball 1 for 2 for the line. He's got 4. Lars Integron with 2, and the leading scorers for South Adams. Cody Fike, 4 in the first, 8 in the second for 12. James Arnold, 1 in the first, 11 in the second for 12. And looking into that second, 11, 20 of the 25 came from the Fike-Arnold combination. Starfires are shooting 5 for 11 from the line. For the Raiders, they had 10 in the first, 11 in the second. Zorinsky off the bench with a bucket to close out the half. He's got 2. Cameron Lytle hit a 3-ball in the second. He's got 3. Thomas Biddle a 2 in the first, 2 for 2 from the line for 4. Craig Roush a 2 in the first, 2 for 2 from the line for 4. And the leading scorer for Southern Wells, Colton Paxson, had 6 in the first, 2 in the second. He's 1 for 2 from the line. Raiders overall 5 for 7 from the free throw line. Only person in any serious foul trouble is Cole Paxson. He's got 3, and one of those was a technical. And wasn't obvious what happened, but I'm sure he was probably a little bit frustrated and said something, and the ref picked it up and opted to give him an extra one. And so Colton Paxson with 3. Raiders down by 13. Your thoughts here in the first half, Marcus?
Well, I just kind of feel in terms of for the Raiders, they need to understand that bad plays are going to happen. They need to move on and kind of move on to the next possession, because I think they're giving up a lot of transition points to South Adams. I'm sorry. They're giving up a lot of transition points to South Adams because they kind of make a mistake down on one end and they don't hustle back to find their guys. And South Adams is kind of leaking out and getting easy buckets that way. But offensively, I think they just need to keep moving the ball and trying to find the holes and kind of punch the gaps and kick it out. for wide open shooters or keep trying to. Jordan Bauer just needs to continue to penetrate and kind of distribute out to his teammates, because if you continue to do that versus a 2-3 zone which South Adams is playing, then you will see it kind of shrink the court and you kind of get open looks. You need to flash high, try to get the ball in the lane and kind of get those easy buckets that way.
I think if you remember early in the game, South Adams, I think, won the opening tip. And their first possession, I think they burned almost a minute off the clock, just kind of running that offense, kind of to your point, just kind of working it and working it and working it. I don't know if they scored on that possession, but I just felt like that was a really nice possession for them, how hard they worked the basketball. And then you look later in that first half, there was a number of possessions where, they took a quick three. It was kind of one and done. And then, again, South Adams was pretty effective in transition basketball, getting back the other direction.
Versus South Adams teams, they're not going to give you two opportunities, so you got to take advantage of the first one you get. And like you said earlier in the game, the first possession, they worked the ball around. They worked around the top, and they got a wide open shooter here in this corner, and he knocked down a jumper. And I just think you got to continue to do those things. You got to get back on defense and, just be aware where the ball is and where your man is, and sooner or later you do those little things and you will get back into this game, and we could be talking about a whole different game if you can just do those things.
So 34-21, there is another consolation game afterwards. We will not be covering that game. Let's just look a little bit ahead into the schedules for Southern Wells. Again, Jeff Crasium, kind of our Southern Wells guy. And he'll be back in action for the Raiders here shortly. Raiders came into this game 2-8, trying to break a little bit of a losing streak. They will have Daleville at home on the 19th, so Jeff will have that call. They'll go on the road at South Adams. We do not broadcast from South Adams due to restrictions from the high school. They'll be back home for a game against Wabash on the 27th. Jeff should have that game in at home against Cowan. And that will kind of finish up the month of January. So that'll be our Raiders coverage in January. And going back to the girls' game, really nice. Our first game was a really nice game, back and forth game, tight game down the stretch. A bunch of lead changes. But the Lady Tigers pick up the W. For Southern Wells, we will call the game on the 16th versus Westdale. Then they'll go on the road, and we will not pick up those games, unfortunately. So the last Lady Raiders game will be January 16th versus Westdale. Jeff Crasium on the call for that game. So teams back out on the floor. Let's take a timeout, thank a couple sponsors, and we'll be back in a couple minutes with second half basketball.
And they bring the ball down across the timeline. Wingman is open. He dribbles around, finds an open man in the corner, jumps, shoots, scores. Hi, Tim Steffen Financial Group. Wish your retirement was as easy as jump, shoot, score? Come to see us at our office at 110 West Cherry Street, or call us please at 824-8175. Let us work for you to reach your financial goals. Jump, shoot, score. Let us help you with that. Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
Are you looking for a job or know of someone who is? Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring.
Welcome back to third quarter basketball. Tigers opened up with the first possession of the third quarter. Got a couple of opportunities at the rim, but turned away. Nick Miller backing down his defender, turns and drops it through. Miller's first bucket as the Starfires open up the scoring here in the third, 36-21. South Adams, and what do we got here?
Got an illegal screen.
It is going to go against Caleb Pugh, his third. So now a couple of Raiders with 3 fouls.
And they go back to the lineup, I believe, that they started the game with.
You're right. This was their starting lineup. You're
but
exactly
for the
right.
I'm sorry. For the majority, I'm sorry, I couldn't say that word, but the majority of the second half, they played with those guys that we saw
in the Bluffton game,
yep.
Right. This is Musselman.
Nice
Spencer Clark
block there.
gets denied by the Raiders defense. Bauer. Kane Moore drives. And we're going to get a foul on the floor. Nick Miller's third, and that's going to prompt Cody Fike to get off the bench. Kane Moore to the line, shooting free throws and short on his first attempt. Kane not on the book yet. Raiders now 5 for 8 from the line. Kane second. A little bit off track down by Martinez, and Musselman will push for South Adams. Back down the Fike, a little turn and hook.
Yep.
That's a really tough shot to defend.
Oh, yeah. Especially with his length and his long arms.
38-21. Jordan Bauer for three. No. Fike with the rebound. Nice effort in the backcourt by Moore. Still battling. Loose ball picked up by Bauer. Credit Moore for creating the turnover. And Moore will launch a three. No. It's going to be off Roush. Starfire basketball, 6:02 to go in the third.
And they're going to apply some pressure here in the backcourt, but when you look at their offense, it's one and done. They're not getting second opportunities for themselves. And when you settle for three, which are long shots, somebody has to go and get that long rebound. And if Adams Central does the things that they're supposed to and blocking out and going to get the ball, great pass there, then you're only going to get one shot in that possession.
Martinez is short with it. Biddle spins and one. Hoop and harm for Thomas Biddle. He's got 6. See if that can be a start for some Raider momentum. Free throw coming up for Thomas Biddle. He's 2 for 2 from the line and make it 3 for 3. So Biddle converts the three-point play. 38-24, but quickly back the other direction is Fike.
That's kind of been the issue.
Yeah, you talked about
in transition. Yep.
South Adams leaking and getting easy transition baskets. And Martinez with the steal. He will lay it in. It's Martinez's first bucket of the night. Bauer trying to dump it off to Roush, but he's tied up by Clark, and the possession arrow will favor the Starfires. Woodward back in for the Raiders. They trapped Musselman, but Musselman got it away. Fike baseline jumper. Man, Cody Fike has just been on fire. 18 for Fike, and he has hit from everywhere on the floor. Pugh is off. Another long jumper, one and done for Southern Wells. Clark for three. Got it.
Did you see how wide open that shot was there, Scott? Got to get out to their shooters.
Moore for three.
There it is again.
Long pass, good extra pass, but Newman can't finish. Roush for three, got it. Gray Roush with 7. Good defense down on the block by Pugh. Denies Fike. Bauer gets inside, and he'll create a South Adams foul. Should go against Musselman. Musselman's second. Fouls on the floor. And Lars Integroon back on the floor for the Starfires. Moore picks up his dribble, gives it to Roush. Bauer will launch a three. Musselman looking for Integroon. Pugh stepped in front of it. Jordan Bauer can't get the running layup to go. Raider foul will put Integroon to the line. Roush with 3. Now 3 Raiders with 3 fouls. Pugh, Paxson, and Roush. Integroon has one more coming. One and two for Lars. Bauer into the lane. Musselman running. Has it taken away. Moore, nice outlet pass to Jordan Bauer for 2.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah. Get another technical?
Well, I think they called that in a
wow.
Maybe an intentional foul. So with that, Integro makes the free throws, and the intentional foul will give South Adams the basketball back. Almost turn it over. Arnold inside.
Matter walk there.
Yeah. Raiders get it back. Moore drives paint. Nice job by Kane Moore. First points for Kane. Besser with the miss. Bauer with the rebound. And has it taken away by Musselman. He'll launch along 2 and got it. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. And a three-point knockdown by Cameron Lytle. His second three. Arnold is fouled driving to the basket. He'll shoot 2. Fouls on Kane Moore, his first. Arnold to the line. Arnold now with 15. Dylan Junk back in the game for Southern Wells. Moore will get a rest. Vasquez in for Newman. Arnold gets the roll. (56-34). Biddle for 3. Nice track down by Roush. Biddle will get another chance inside. Blocked by Lars. Arnold tries to go coast to coast. And Musselman's going to throw this away. 1:08 to go in the third. Another 3. Cameron Lytle's third 3 of the ball game. 56-37. Trying to get it inside to Integron, but Raiders turn them back. Roush for 3. Arnold pulls up and drains the 2. 18 now for Arnold. Six seconds. Integron turnaround. Got it.
Nice job.
And that is going to end the third. 60-37. We'll be back.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Scott Menser, Marcus Morgan on the call as we head to the fourth. 60-37. Is your score as we go to fourth quarter action. A 25 and 26 point second and third quarter for the Starfires. Raiders open up the fourth with the basketball. Biddle has it stripped away, and back comes South Adams. Integron with a bucket. 62-37. Fike for three.
Oh.
Lytle with the rebound. This is Junk. One minute gone here in the fourth. Good hands by Integron. Fike, little baseline move, and another bucket for Cody Fike.
Yeah, I think he likes that shot better than the three, wouldn't you say, Scott?
Yeah. I think he actually thought about putting up another three there and decided he was going to take a little more higher percentage shot for him.
Good take to the rim there.
Integron with his third foul. Thomas Biddle to the line. Biddle with 7. Make it 8. Biddle can tie Lytle with 9 for the Raiders. He does. 64-39. A long three.
And that was pretty good defense by Southern Wells, just a better shot.
Grant Besser knocks down that three. Kane Moore kind of got caught up on the baseline, tried to throw it up top. Threw it into the backcourt. Arnold and Fike both finished the third with 18. Number 40, Ian Clowetter on the floor for Southern Wells. And James Arnold knocks down a three. He's got 21.
Wow.
'52 is Jordan Zarensky. Bauer gets to the rim and lays it in. Jordan Bauer with 4. Trying to get it back inside to Integron. Zarensky is going to get called for the foul. His second, team's 5th. Number 10, Parker Blevins, has checked in for the Raiders. Fike, that little hook this time, not all that close. Junk. Arnold with the rebound, Musselman. Back to Arnold. 5 to go. Fike That time they got him pushed out a little bit further from the basket.
And that changes the trajectory of that hook shot whenever he's that
bunch,
far.
Yep.
So like you said, he's way past the basket whenever he's trying to shoot that. I think he needs to catch it closer to the rim and make that shot a lot easier. Plus, they're double teaming him every time he's down there. So
as well they should.
Oh, yeah.
This is Blevins inside, and he'll be fouled. Musselman should get this call. It's Musselman's third. Parker Blevins to the line. Raiders were 6 for 10 at the free throw line through 3. Blevins second is no good. Score stays 70-41. Clark baseline shot is good. Spencer Clark's got 9. Woodward. Blevins hands off to Junk. They go back outside. Junk. Klowetter trying to feed Zarensky, but Fike a little bit too vertical.
Yeah.
Fike nearly lost the handle, tried to push it over to Clark. South Adams turns it over with 3:35 to go. Woodward rims out. On the floor for the Raiders right now is Junk, Zarensky, Woodward, Klowetter, and Bevins. Just about 3 minutes to go. Zarensky tips it to Junk. Klowetter fires a 3. Long. Rebound Blevins.
Defense there.
And well, one guy's calling a held ball. I think another guy's calling a foul. And they're going to call Woodward for the foul. It should be bonus. So they'll walk it back the other direction, and the Starfires. Spencer Clark, who's got 7, he's 1 for 2 from the line. Will be shooting 1-1. $73-31. Clark is in double figures. Makes 2, 74-41. Got a foul on the floor, I believe. So wave the Clowetter basket off. Fouls on the floor. Ian will go to the line, shoot 1 and 1, and rims out. Fike. I've got Fike with 22. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. Junk gets inside and kind of got pushed away from the basket. Threw it up, got fouled. Besser's first be shooting foul for Dylan Junk. Dylan not in the book yet. It is now. With a minute 49, the starters come back in. Of course, the starters weren't the starters a game ago. 76-43. Starfires just pounding the air out of the basketball right now. Minute 30 to go. Big games by Cody Fike and James Arnold, 22 and 21 respectively. Looks like the leading scorers for the Raiders are going to be Thomas Biddle and Cameron Lytle. 1 minute to go. Both of those Raiders are going to finish with 9. And again, Starfires will just try to work clock here and close this thing out. Ball bouncing around everywhere. 30 seconds to go. Starfires holding at 20. And that is your ball game, 76-43. We'll take a timeout, crunch some stats, and wrap things up for this Saturday's basketball games here on Wells County Voice.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to WalesCountyVoice.com. 76-43. Starfires in a big way here in this first boys consolation game. Here's some final stats for you for the victorious South Adams Starfires. Brandon Newman with 2. Andres Martinez with 2. Nick Miller with 2. Grant Besser with 3. David Musselman with 4. Spencer Clark finished with 11, including a couple threes. But the big scorers, the big factors tonight, Lars Integron with 9, and the big scorers, James Arnold with 21, and Cody Fike with 22. Starfire shot 12 for 19 from the free throw line. By quarter, 9 in the first, 25 in the second, 26 in the third, 16 in the fourth, 76 overall. For the Raiders tonight, Jordan Bauer with 2, Dylan Junk with 2, Kane Moore with 2, Jordan Jurensky with 2. Cray Roush finished with 7. And the leading scorers for the Raiders tonight, Cameron Lytle, 9, all 3 balls. Thomas Biddle with 9, 5 of them from the free throw line. Raiders from the free throw line shot 10 for 17. By quarter, 10 in the first, 11 in the second, 16 in the third, 6 in the fourth. But it really came down to the Raiders got a lot of three-point attempts, kind of one-and-done opportunities from the three-point line. And then as you talked about at halftime, Starfires would leak off those missed threes, and great outlet passing and transition basketball made for some easy buckets. And Cody Fike was just solid. I mean, he was solid inside. He showed the ability to knock down kind of a baseline jumper, kind of an elbow jumper. Did attempt a 3. I'm not sure that's his repertoire. I'm not sure they want him stepping out and shooting threes, but kind of in that inside the 10-foot area, he was just solid. James Arnold, technically off the bench today, but, you know, again, for some reason, I think they opted to go with a different starting 5. Had 3 threes. He was 4 for 5 from the line. You know, handled the ball well, and it was a pretty good outing this afternoon by the Starfires. And Coach Berman was pretty silent on the bench for kind of the bulk of the second half, as I think he kind of just resigned himself that this was this thing was done.
And when you have a team that plays the way South Adams did, with their knowledge of, hey, you know, I can leak out after this basket's missed, or even after a basket's made, and nobody's going to get back and get me, or no one's going to know. So that's being aware of who you have on in transition, or just knowing where your man is. And South Adams was smart enough to understand that if I do this, I can get an open basket, and that man who's out, the man who's outletting that pass needs to know, hey, I'm running. And just their communication was solid today, and Southern Wells wasn't able to keep up with their offensive attack and the power that they had inside. And I think the thing that really hurt Southern Wells today, which got the lead so far out of hand, was their ability to not, you know, attempt to break down South Adams' defense. They just let them sit back in the 2-3 zone, and they made it easy for them by just settling for long-range shots.
I know Coach Berman likes to run. I mean, that's kind of, his game style. And they've got some guys who can run. I mean, Jordan Bauer is one example of a guy who can really push the ball up and run the floor. But I felt like tonight they really needed to shorten the game. And, really be patient on their offense, right? I mean, take time off the clock, really work the best shot possible. And
I agree.
They didn't do that. I mean, they kind of got away from that a little bit. They took quick threes, and as we've talked about so many times, that just led to a lot of transition points. And, they got down by 20 points, and, just there wasn't an ability to catch up that quick, and it kind of forced them then to shoot threes, right, to try to even have some shot at getting back in the ballgame.
Like I said, I like to think back to the first possession Southern Wells had, which I love. I love to watch it because they moved the ball, they made South Adams rotate their defense, and they just kept moving it and kept moving it, and they found the best shot. And I think if they could have consistently done that through the game and got stops on the defensive end, then this would have been a better result than what they had, or even a better or even a different result. So I think that first possession was, ideal, and then they just kind of got away from it, and that's how the game kind of slipped away. When they, you can play fast. I mean, you can get the rebound and rush down the court, but if you have a possession like you had the first time, then that works out great. That's still playing fast. That's just you're getting into your half-court sets, and you're just executing through that. You're not going to win a high school basketball game by just rebounding the ball or getting the ball out of the net and keep running back and forth.
Well, I don't know if you remember back when you played. I don't know whether. Was Leo still in the conference back then? I mean, Leo was kind of famous for that real quick basketball, or get the rebound and hustle down the floor and play really quick. And they gave up a lot of points too, right?
Because you get tired doing that. You get tired doing that.
And I mean, there's certainly that can be a strategy if you have the right personnel. But I guess when I look at that, you can play fast, but if you can't get the shot you want, then, slow down, work your offense until you find a good shot. Playing fast doesn't mean you need to shoot fast.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly.
Well, the Raiders will have Daleville on the 19th, then they'll go to South Adams, and they'll meet up with the Starfire team again on the 26th, and then they'll have Wabash and Cowan at home on the 27th and 29th. That's how they'll finish out their January. The girls' schedule is finishing up, and we may have the draw here Sunday or tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. But that's going to close out our ACAC tournament coverage. On the floor right now is Adams Central and Woodland, as they'll match up here in a second. We will not call that game, but any final thoughts from this conference tournament? Jay County and Heritage in the championship game tonight. Just some final thoughts?
It was a good one. It was fun to watch. County rivals, Tigers got the win. The Lady Tigers got the win earlier. It was a fun game to watch, and that last game was also a fun game to watch. So it's a good night, or good afternoon for some basketball.
Right.
Yep.
And if anybody wants to catch some high school basketball, some more high school basketball, would it probably be worth your trip over to Bern at South Adams for that Jay County Heritage game? I think that's going to be a nice game.
I heard it started at 7:30, and I even might be there if you want to stop by and say hi to me.
All right. So be sure to let them know you're from WellsCountyVoice.com. Be a media partner. And, I'll tell you what, that Heritage team was a fun team. That was a fun game to watch. And it was kind of interesting. My wife and I went out to dinner last night to Billy Ann's, and Coach Pribble was at a table just in front of us. And not that I was eavesdropping, but, one of the people he was having dinner with kind of asked him about the Heritage game. And I'm paraphrasing here, but basically what he said, the Heritage team is a really fun team to watch. Yeah. And they are.
Yeah, they are, They rarely make mistakes on the offensive end, and they play defense. And when you play like that, you win games. So
that's going to do it for us. I want to thank Marcus for helping me out today. And it's still a Scott Baker search party.
Yeah.
I talked to Scott. He was up in Fort Wayne with his son today, but we hope to get Scott back soon. Thank you for joining us here on WellsCountyVoice.com.